Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, I want to test out the Awakened Belinda in the early game. Now, I will be back in another video testing her on my other free-to-play account on the test server, testing her, at higher levels, and then once it comes to global servers, we will test her on Chiasma. We'll look at her in bosses and all that sort of stuff. But because with the Awakened units, if you pull an Awakened Solus, an Awakened Thane, Taylene, Brutus, you're going to just dominate the early game, and I wanted to sense the dominance of Belinda. Now, she is at level 160, but keep in mind, if I pulled a copy, this would be the max potential. She would only be able to level up to where my crystal is, so that's pretty much all she could do. So it's a fair test. We don't have an artifact, but she is legendary plus to make up for that. Unfortunately, we can't put like something like Windbinder on her, but I'm too early anyway. I don't have it, or Call to speed up her generation. What I've found is in the early game, I don't think she's as good as the other Awakened heroes. Probably better than Aziz, but Aziz is more, tech support, but especially not as good as Solus, not as good as Thane, not as good as Taylene, and not as good as Brutus, in my opinion. There are some stages where she will pop off and she'll just go alt, alt, alt and destroy everything, but there are a lot of stages where she just flops, and I'm just trying to keep in mind that we do have to have them lower levels. So at the moment, my main carry is a Daemon, and like I said, if I put her in a team with Daemon and she does get to alt, she can do very, very close to Daemon's damage. But the problem is, she's too unreliable at it. She's not like a Solus where it's like, okay, just get it to ult, get it to ult, get it to ult, boom, everything's gone. And like, your team doesn't die, they die, it's just happy days. It's not like that. It's like, yes, she can do massive damage, but it's the situation of getting there that is the issue. So I'll show you some retries. We'll try and punch through some stages. I'll probably have to put Daemon in on some of them just to get through. But as you can see, she's very slow in the early game at getting her first ult off. That changes in the end game. But in the early game, she's just super, super slow. Obviously, we've got a Pharrell to deal with and stuff in this one. Maybe if I put the Daemon in here and we put that there and we put that there. Let's see if this goes. Actually, no, because she's got to go down the bottom now for that. But let's just take a look. She got feared. She got dead. Yeah, so I think I'll just have to clear this stage and jump into the next one and see if we can find a stage to demonstrate it, the sort of capacity of what she can do. But give me a sec. We'll see if we can get through this one just with my Daemon quickly. And then we'll jump into it because, like I said, I've seen some pretty good, she's had some really good results, but yeah, she's had some absolutely miserable results as well. I'll be back in a sec, get through this one. Okay, I had to clap that stage with Daemon. Let's jump into this one, see if we can get something rolling on this one. You know what, let's actually drop you out. Let's put Belinda in. We might have to go with the Leica, but we'll try a little bit of survivability here. Actually, we'll probably have to put her not behind the Brutus, although she did survive it. Nah, rip. So this is what I'm talking about. And obviously I'm dropping my max level character, so we are losing a lot, but just trying to make her survive until the point is the problem. Whereas I find if you're using like Awakened Solus, Solus has the other heals that she brings and she helps survive. Brutus is obviously Brutus and he survives. Awakened Thane, he's stunning, he's dodging around, he's surviving. Even Awakened Taylene, well, it doesn't matter if she dies, she comes back. Whereas the Awakened Belinda just really, really struggles at life, I find. So let's go here. But like I said, hopefully I can get a replay to show you guys where she just absolutely dominates. Actually, I might have recorded one earlier. I might put that in if I can find it. But yeah, it's hard to make her do these things. So what I might do is actually, I might run Daemon front row in front of her and see if that gets us there. Because I want to at least get her animation in. So let's drop you, let's run you, and let's go. So at least Daemon can provide a little bit of protection. Dude, still didn't get it. Still can't get her there. Come on, Belinda, do something. Be a team player. All right, let's go again. There's moments when you wish you could put Call on someone, but you can't. All right, let's try again. All right, I'll try one more time, and then I'll really try to get Belinda to do something. Because I've told you that she can melt faces, but she's just not melting anything at the moment. So let's just get through this stage. Maybe the next stage will have better luck. All right. Let's check her damage. Just kidding. Yeah, she was number 2. All right, next stage. Let's go. Come on, Belinda. Heart of the cards. I'm feeling it. Sorry, I've been playing too much Yu-Gi-Oh lately with my son. All right. Just getting old, baby. Getting old. Jesus. Well, to be fair, it's never going to happen in this stage. So, like I said, at least this is showing you the struggles she has. So I would not be making her the first. If you're like running a fresh account, you're like, oh, let's get an Awakened hero to help me carry. I would not be running that Belinda. I feel like this is a fair demonstration of where Belinda doesn't quite hold up. Now, maybe if I had more of a control team, maybe I had that Mishka build, it could be that I've got the wrong heroes. But still, it is quite sad. I got nothing against these maulers, to be honest. Like what have I got to bring against these maulers? They're just clapping me. All right, what I might do is I'm gonna look at my phone, see if I got a replay. Actually, no, I think I've recorded on my computer. I might have a good replay to show you. Give me a sec. Okay, here we go. So these were just previous stages that I just recorded because I was like, oh, she's doing all right, and I was getting some good victories. So this is 21-38. So you can see the power difference, fairly similar. So let's go ahead here, and I was just recording as I was doing some stuff. So let's take a look. You can sort of see what she's capable of doing. So let's jump in. And this time, like, she survives. Everything's almost dead by the time she ults, but her normal attack does a pretty decent damage. Not her normal attack, her skill 2. And as you can see, once she ults, especially if she's killing anything, she's going pretty fast again. So that was pretty solid. I'm pretty sure I'll show the chart here as well. Yeah, so that's pretty solid. That is pretty solid. So let's jump into the next one. This again, let's take a look what I was doing here. Okay, so we brought her and Damon again. Let's check the damage. Once again, she's ulting once things are pretty close to dead, but she still does decent damage. And then I believe a couple of these stages, I actually took Damon out and tested her. And this shows you what she can do. So there's that. And you can see about half of Damon's damage there, but like everything was, you know, everything was done. So this one, I decided to drop him out and bring the Leica, I think. Okay, and this is where you can see what she's capable of, provided the enemy team doesn't have too much pressure and you can survive. It just takes a long time to get her to ult. But this one, boom, and pretty much one ult and most things are pretty much done. She does another one. Look at the little gnome guy in the bottom right-hand corner. He gets pretty much, yeah, he gets dropped. It's just his turret stays alive. And that shows you, like, the impact that she can bring. Now, the thing about that one is, I want to go back a little bit, is that here... you can see before this ult, she's done some pretty decent damage already. Now, I don't know if the ult damage takes place as she's activating it, because you can see here, this frame here, they're pretty well healthy, and then this frame here, they've taken a good chunk of damage. But it could just be her other fire, because the ring is on, and that's what makes me think that's doing a ton of damage. And then, yeah, she uses her ult, and then things get burnt to a crisp. So... honestly, like just the burning damage from her skill 2, I believe it is like pretty ridiculous in the right circumstances. But like I said, you've got to get those right circumstances, and that's the hard thing with the Belinda in the early game. So back over to here, I'm just completely stuck at this stage, I think, with trying to use the Belinda, but that shows you, that's the pros and cons of her in that early game phase. Yes, she can absolutely wipe things, but she's not as... she doesn't have the extra survivability clutch that the others do, being Thane, Solus, Brutus, Taylene. So that makes her a bit lackluster in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, we'll be back in another video looking at her on my other account with, you know, like level, whatever level that account is, but end game type stuff. And then again, we will test her more thoroughly on Kiasma as well. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.